Meet Sean. He is a 28-year-old male who has been living in a dual-diagnosis supportive living residence for 2 years with 4 other housemates. Previously, he had lived at home. The focus of this residence is to promote and build independence, autonomy, and life skills, and to support success. He has been working as a cleaner at an organization for the past 6 months, working 6 to 10 hours a week. Sean can work independently after completing a 3-month orientation to the 4 tasks he is responsible for. This income supplements his monthly ODSP allowance. A primary worker, Derek, has been connected with Sean and his family since he moved to the residence 2 years ago. Sean reports that he feels close to Derek, trusts him, and likes how he asks him all the time what he wants. The staff who work at his home are supporting Sean with his social interactions, problem solving, and coping with the demands of others.
How is the job, Sean?
I love the job and feel good about the work I am doing, but sometimes it is boring. I want to get a job where I work with people and have more hours every week.
Sean is the second of 4 children and the only son. His father and mother are first-generation immigrants and have a large extended family in Canada. He visits his parents for 1 weekend a month and has contact with one of his sisters once a month for a visit and outing. He is invited to holiday and religious celebrations with his family and attends church when visiting his parents. Sean has one close female friend at the home. He spends social time with his family, shopping, going to the movies, and occasionally attending a sporting event. Sean does not participate in any groups, teams, or structured activities within the community and describes his hobbies as watching TV and listening to music. He has an extensive collection of CDs and movies on video, which he proudly displays in his room. Sean was identified with a developmental disability at age 11. He attended a variety of special schools, day treatment, and special education classes until the age of 16, finishing with an academic functioning at a grade 5 level. School and subsequent testing at age 22 identified his IQ at 60 and described him as functioning within the high-moderate level of disability. Sean's verbal skills are seen as more developed than his written language skills. His greatest academic strength was identified as his ability to build and tell a story around a single visual image. His involvement in supportive schools and treatment programs has contributed to a very significant level of adaptive skill development. These developed and mastered adaptive skills modify the deficits of his high-moderate disability. Sean is self-sufficient at a variety of daily living tasks, including hygiene, house cleaning, stovetop cooking, exchanges of money, laundry, travel to and from work, and local shopping. His family takes him to and from all visits. He is not required to complete chores when he is at his family's home.
Sean has several behaviors that have been identified as challenging. He frequently engages in rocking, clapping, and repetitive finger movements. At times, he has engaged in self-injurious behaviors, including biting, particularly his forearms, on which there are numerous scars, as well as head banging and pinching. These behaviors often result in minor physical injury to himself.
Sean has been seen spontaneously screaming and yelling at no one in particular, and with no apparent antecedent, at times of both happiness and self-isolation. At times, Sean has engaged in destroying property throughout the house, and there are 2 documented cases where a worker reported that Sean hit or punched them. These outbursts can last from 5 to 30 minutes and seem to be unaffected by staff efforts to de-escalate them. They have been documented as occurring at his parents' home, group home, and in the community.
These behaviors come from inside when I am mad. I can't stop them, they just come because people do things. I know I shouldn't do this stuff. I wish people would just leave me alone.
Sean's family has reported that they have confined him to his room and on occasion physically struck him to address these behaviors in the home environment. Sean has also reportedly physically struck his parents on numerous occasions. These uncontrolled outbursts were cited as a reason why Sean's family referred him to a supportive living residence.
Sean has a significant history of epileptic seizures, initially diagnosed at the age of 4, but it is fairly well managed on anticonvulsant medications. These include Tegretol and clonazepam. He has an average of 1 seizure per month of the tonic-clonic, grand mal variety. Currently, Sean is also on a regime of propranolol, Risperdal, and Ativan on a PRN basis. These medications are monitored by his GP, whom he sees once every 2 months.
The medication is helpful for my anger and doing stuff without thinking.
He sees his neurologist once every 3 months to monitor his seizures, medication, and neurological status. Recently, Sean, his family, and I have noticed a tendency for him to roll his tongue repetitively. On occasions, he has fallen with injuries resulting in bruising and cuts to his legs and arms. Sean has no other identified physical concerns. At times, Sean sleeps 8 hours a night and settles without difficulty. And on other occasions, he cries at bedtime and only sleeps for 3 to 4 hours, rising early in the morning, unable to resettle back to sleep. Sean likes food, particularly fast foods, and often identifies food as a positive reinforcement he wants to work towards. Once a week, Sean uses his money to buy dinner out for us. This should be enough information for you to complete the practice activity. Rewatch as many times as you need, and remember to make notes.